Good afternoon, Southside. Welcome to another edition of Hawk TV. I'm Yasmin Taylor. Today we will look at the newest episode of Pedo Light, find out why the bells are not ringing, provide a few Black History facts, and your weekend forecast. Don't go anywhere because Hawk TV starts now. Any seniors who have ordered a cap and gown for graduation needs to see Miss Perry immediately today. On this episode of Pedo Light, we will learn some new words, answer some questions, and have
un poco de diversión.
Now here's Levi Cookera.
Welcome to Pedo Light. Today we'll learn some of the ways of saying friend in Spanish. You probably already know the word amigo, but there's several more. Let's get started. The first word we will learn is brother. Brother is used primarily in Venezuela, Peru, Honduras, El Salvador, Nicaragua, Dominican Republic, and Ecuador. This word is an adaptation of the English word brother. For example, you could say, hola brother. That translates to hello friend. The next word is carnal. This is only used in Mexico. For example, you could use this as ¿Qué onda, carnal? Next up is the word friend. Friend is used in Panama. Friend comes from the English word friend. The fourth word is parcero. This is used in Colombia, Ecuador. For example, you could say ¿Qué harás hoy, parcero? That translates to what will you do today? The last word for today is manito. Manito used in Nicaragua, Dominican Republic, and Mexico. For example, you could say ¿Cómo estás, manito? This means how are you, friend? Let's see if you paid attention. Here are two questions over what we learned today.
What countries use the word parcero?
A. Colombia and Ecuador. B. Argentina and Nicaragua. C. Peru and Dominican Republic.
What is the word that means friend and is only used in Mexico?
A. Friend. B. Carnal. C. Manito. That's it for today's episode.
Thanks, Levi. The girls and boys basketball teams are preparing for district tournaments. The girls Star Tournament play on February 12th and the boys Star Tournament February 14th. Be sure to come out and support. Chances are, if a teenager is on their phone, they are most likely texting or playing 8-Ball. 8-Ball is a game that's on this app called Game Pigeon. 8-Ball is one of the top play games on this app. You can't get this app on Android unless you download the real game. The object of 8-Ball is to knock 7 solid or 7 straight balls in the hole. After you do that, you have to knock the black ball in to complete the game. Most people do certain things to win the game, such as doing different type of aims or using different objects. If it is a close game and you're trying to win, you might want to use a straight edge for a better shot. Most people turn their phone a certain way to give them a better shot. Have you been wondering why the bells aren't ringing? We'll have the answer right after this commercial break.
What are you humming?
I'm humming the alma mater.
The Obama Mater? Wait, what?
No, the alma mater.
The llama water?
No, the alma mater.
Oh, the alma mater. Okay, that sounds fun. How does it go?
It goes something like this.
Welcome back. Have you been wondering why the bells aren't ringing? Hawk TV Caleb Dalton investigates.
A bell typically signals class change for students here at Southside, but movement for class change and classes beginning have occurred by word of mouth for several weeks. That's because the bells have not been working.
Honestly, I have no idea. I think it's just they went out one day and I'm wondering why it's taken so long to fix them.
It could be some sort of money issue with Southside, but it seems to me that they could be fixed sometime soon.
Some students want the bells to start working as soon as possible.
At the announcements, sometimes I don't know what's going on in school or if there's a game or something, so I do miss the announcements.
I do. It's sort of inconvenient that they're not ringing because some teachers don't they don't really check their phones to let us go, so it's inconvenient to me to not be able to just get up and leave when the bell rings.
The bells not working could be more than just an inconvenience.
If something were to happen in a room way down the hall, we don't have any way to notify the office, and so it becomes a safety issue.
Southside Principal Ms. Tucker provided answers for us, including an answer to the most basic question: why aren't the bells working?
Well, on Friday, January the 18th, I believe it was, we had a storm that night, and lightning struck our intercom system, and when our intercom system is out, the bells are out, and it's all gone. And of course, every time we need a student, we have to go to the classroom if the teacher doesn't have a radio. So anyway, that's been a little inconvenience. But other than that, we're doing okay.
Ms. Tucker expects the issue, which is stretched about 2 weeks, to be resolved in the next few days. For Hawk TV, I'm Caleb Dalton.
Thanks, Caleb. Now we will look at the weather from this week. Now here's Hope Gray.
Hello, I'm Hope Gray with your Hawk TV forecast. We started off the week with a humid, cloudy, and couple of days with highs in the 40s and lows in the 20s. In the middle of the week, we had thunderstorms that impacted our temperatures drastically. This warm front caused our highs to reach nearly 70 degrees on Wednesday. In the United States, most of our weather moves from west to east, but in actuality, systems can move in any direction. You may notice that we are always looking west to see what's coming up next. As you can see, out west, cities like Wichita, Kansas, and Kansas City, Missouri experience low temperatures in the 30s. And since the weather moves west to east, we saw our temperatures drop as that wind moved this way. Now it's time for our 4-day forecast. Saturday, we're going to have partly cloudy with yet again a high of 45 with a nighttime temperature dipping in the 30s. I know baseball, softball, and boys soccer are looking forward to starting practice Monday, but according to the forecast, practices may be held inside because we're looking at a lot of rain Monday and Tuesday. With your weather, I'm Hope Gray.
We'll be right back after this brief timeout. Let's look at another episode of Science Dash from William James.
The aliens are invading. Ah! The aliens are invading. Ah! Wait a minute, they already have. Scientists have always been confused about the octopus and what its biological origins are. The octopus is considered to be one of the most intelligent invertebrates. The one thing that can be pointed to as an ancestor is the nautilus, which is not exactly close to the octopus. The octopus just somewhat appeared on the biological timeline 296 million years ago, which is around the time of the Cambrian explosion, the longest recorded explosion of diverse life on the geological timescale. Scientists suggest that the octopus was perhaps brought here by a space rock, and that increase in diversity of life in the Cambrian explosion could have also been influenced by the arrival of alien life. The strange claims were made in a report called The Cause of the Cambrian Explosion, Terrestrial or Cosmic, which was co-authored by a group of 33 scientists. The paper suggests that the reason for a sudden flourishing of life during the Cambrian era lies in the stars as a result of the Earth being bombarded by a cloud of organic molecules.
Well, that is it for this edition of Hawk TV. I'm Yasmin Taylor. Be sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter. We'll see you next week.